Commander Zefkai's forearms trembled as he stood before the Galactic Empire's War Council, his battle-scarred carapace gleaming under the harsh lights of the command chamber. The memories of Kepler 442b still haunted his dreams, if his species could dream. "Honorable counselors," Zefkai began, his translator converting his chittering language into the common galactic tongue, "I implore you to reconsider the invasion of the third planet in the Sol system. The humans, they are not like other species we have conquered." High Admiral Vextra, a towering crystalline being from the Andromeda sector, dismissed him with a wave of her razor-sharp appendage. "Commander, your defeat on Kepler 442b has clearly affected your judgment. These humans are a primitive species that has barely achieved interstellar travel. Our intelligence reports show they still wage wars among themselves." "That is precisely why they are dangerous," Zefkai insisted, his voice carrying the weight of experience. "They do not fight like us. They do not follow the galactic conventions of warfare. Enough!" Admiral Vextra's crystalline form pulsed with angry red light. "The Empire has decided. The Sol system contains resources we require. The human species will be enslaved or eliminated. Launch the Third Fleet." 3 months later, David Martinez crouched in the ruins of what used to be downtown Chicago, his rifle steady against his shoulder. Beside him, Emma Chen checked her ammunition count for the third time in 10 minutes, a nervous habit she'd developed since the Galactic Empire had arrived. "You see anything?" Emma whispered, her breath forming small clouds in the cold air. The alien ships had somehow altered Earth's atmosphere, making even summer feel like winter. David's enhanced scope swept across the debris-filled street. Movement, 2 clicks northeast. "Looks like a patrol of those crystal bastards." Emma nodded and activated her comm unit. "Phoenix Base, this is Eagle 7. We have visual on hostile patrol. Requesting permission to engage." The response crackled through static. "Eagle 7, you are clear to engage. Make them count." What the Galactic Empire hadn't understood about humans was that they had spent their entire evolutionary history fighting, not just against other humans, but against their own planet. They had survived ice ages, plagues, natural disasters, and had turned warfare into an art form. When the aliens invaded, expecting quick submission, they instead found a species that refused to yield. David and Emma had been ordinary people before the invasion. David was a construction worker from Texas. Emma was a software engineer from California. But humans had a remarkable ability to adapt, and both had become something the aliens had never encountered before. Guerrilla fighters who treated impossible odds as just another Tuesday. The alien patrol approached their position, their crystalline forms refracting the pale sunlight. There were 6 of them, each standing nearly 8 feet tall, armed with plasma rifles that could level a city block. Emma activated a small device on her belt, a human innovation the aliens still couldn't comprehend. It was a localized EMP generator, reverse-engineered from captured alien technology but improved with human ingenuity. The device would scramble their communications for exactly 47 seconds. David smiled grimly. "Remember what Sergeant Rodriguez taught us?" "When fighting giants," Emma recited, "don't try to match their strength. Use their size against them." The EMP device activated silently. Immediately, the alien patrol's formations became confused as their communication network went dark. David and Emma struck simultaneously, not with overwhelming firepower but with precision and cunning. David's first shot took out the patrol leader's weapon, while Emma's explosive device, crafted from common household chemicals, created a smokescreen that confused the aliens' visual sensors. The aliens fired blindly into the smoke, their powerful weapons destroying buildings but hitting nothing vital. What happened next showcased humanity's greatest strength, adaptability. While the aliens tried to regroup and understand what was happening, David and Emma had already moved. They used the city's underground tunnel system, something the aliens' orbital scans had missed, to reposition behind their enemies. Emma's second device, a sonic disruptor tuned to the specific frequency that disrupted crystalline nervous systems, sent 3 of the aliens into convulsions. David's follow-up shots were surgical, targeting weak points in their armor that previous battles had revealed. In less than 5 minutes, the patrol was neutralized. 2 aliens were dead, 4 were unconscious, and their equipment was already being gathered for analysis by the human resistance. Aboard the flagship Eternal Dominance, Admiral Vextra stared at the tactical displays in growing horror. 60% of the Third Fleet had been lost or severely damaged. Ground forces were being systematically eliminated by an enemy they could barely detect.
How is this possible?
She demanded. They are primitives. They have no energy shields, no plasma weapons, no faster-than-light communication. Her aide, a nervous insectoid creature, consulted his reports. Admiral, the humans appear to be using our own technology against us. They modify it in ways our scientists claim are impossible. They combine primitive chemical explosives with advanced energy systems. They fight without honor, without following any recognizable pattern. Commander HFY entered the bridge, his presence unannounced. The guards started to stop him, but Admiral Vextra waved them off. You tried to warn us, she said quietly. HFY's mandibles clicked in what his species considered a sad laugh. I fought them on Kepler 442b. Do you know what I learned? Humans do not fight to win battles. They fight to win wars. Every loss teaches them. Every defeat makes them stronger. They will sacrifice 1,000 of their own to learn how to kill one of us more efficiently. On the tactical display, another garrison went dark. They call it humanity, HFY continued. But what they really mean is stubborn beyond all reason. They would rather die fighting than live in chains. And that, Admiral, makes them the most dangerous species in the galaxy. Admiral Vextra looked at the spreading red marks on her tactical display, each one representing a lost position, a failed assault, another step toward the unthinkable, the first defeat of the Galactic Empire. Below on Earth, David and Emma were already planning their next operation, their faces grim but determined. The Empire had expected to conquer humanity. Instead, they had taught humanity how to fight back, and humans, as it turned out, were very fast learners.